One of the practices that was really important to the population and to expanding students' literacy toolkits was what I call critical testimonials. These are digitally crafted, right? We use tools, new media tools, to develop these testimonials, which are an opportunity for students to take witness of their own lives, to reframe it, and to reposition themselves as historical actors, as people who could become designers of their own futures, right? So you see lots of programs in which there's people are writing stories and autobiographies and that, but they're not historicized, and they aren't. The tools are. You simply are learning the technology instead of understanding that technologies are attached to peoples and histories, right? And so we make that connection very evident in our work, and so that it's always used in the service, right, of creating new possibilities. So what you see across in both forms is that one of the first moves is really invoking the past, making it a tool for the present and for the future, right? And you see that as a fundamental move in writing a critical testimonial and in engaging in the forms of agency that the author require, right? So I think they both really have undergirded with the same kinds of understandings, but I also think they also produce similar kinds of sensibilities about people becoming agents, designers, right? Yeah. But at the same time, they also are generative and they're expansive. So they have a lot of affordances, right? That reinscription, right? And what I call the rehistoricizing move is critically important for locating themselves in history and reframing that history as a way to reclaim who they are and who they can become. So I think you need both dimensions. The reimagination of it involves that reinscription that you talk about, but also a very proleptic view, right? A very future-oriented view of the world. So I think you have to have both of those moves. The notion of prolepsis is really important here. It's what Michael Cole calls, organizing learning in the present for the future. It's about the possibility of what people can learn in the right context with the right kinds of tools and the right forms of assistance. And I think that hope and possibility, right, is what draws so many of us who really believe that that is the role of education.